Frameworks and processes in public procurement. Introduction to procurement in project management. Procurement and sourcing in project management involve a complex set of activities aimed at acquiring goods and services necessary for the successful completion of a project. This process is not only about securing the best price but also about ensuring quality, timely delivery, and alignment with project objectives. Effective procurement management contributes significantly to the overall success of a project, impacting both its timeline and budget. The role of procurement in project success. Procurement in project management extends beyond the simple act of purchasing. It encompasses the strategic process of identifying, acquiring, and managing the resources and suppliers that are essential for the completion of a project. The effectiveness of this process can determine the overall success of the project, impacting its quality, timeliness, and cost efficiency. Understanding procurement frameworks. Frameworks and regulations govern procurement processes, especially in the public sector, to ensure fairness, transparency, and efficiency. These frameworks are often complex, encompassing various laws, directives, and best practices. The Public Service, Social Value, Act 2012. This UK legislation requires public authorities to consider how the services they commission and procure might improve the economic, social, and environmental well-being of their area. It's an attempt to ensure that public spending is used in a way that maximizes overall community benefit. Community Right to Challenge, Localism, Act 2012. Under this act, community organizations can bid to run local authority services if they believe they can do so differently and better. This act encourages local engagement and aims to increase the efficiency and responsiveness of public services. Freedom of Information Act 2000. The Freedom of Information Act 2000 is a critical piece of legislation in the UK that promotes transparency in public procurement. By allowing public access to information, it helps hold authorities accountable and ensures that procurement decisions are made in the public interest. GDPR 2019. The General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, significantly impacts procurement processes involving data handling and processing. It mandates strict data protection and privacy standards, which must be adhered to in procurement contracts that involve personal data. Local Government Act 2000, Part 1. This act provides a legislative framework for local authorities in the UK. It includes provisions related to procurement and the delivery of services, emphasizing accountability and efficiency. EU Consolidated Public Procurement Directive. The EU Consolidated Public Procurement Directive establishes rules and procedures for public procurement processes within the EU. Its aim is to standardize procurement practices across member states, promoting fairness and efficiency. Remedies Directive. The Remedies Directive complements the Consolidated Directive by providing measures for the correction and prevention of improper procurement procedures. It ensures that there are mechanisms in place to address grievances and non-compliance. Public Contracts Regulations 2015. This statutory instrument transposes the EU procurement directives into UK law. It details the procedures for the award of public contracts and is a cornerstone of procurement law in the UK. Key procurement processes. Effective procurement involves several key processes, from planning to contract management. Each step is critical in ensuring that procurement objectives are met. Planning and market research. The procurement process begins with thorough planning and market research. This phase involves understanding project needs, exploring the market, and identifying potential suppliers. Effective planning can significantly reduce costs and ensure that the procurement aligns with the project's objectives and timelines. Pre-tender processes. Before issuing a tender, it's crucial to engage in pre-tender market research and consultation. This helps in understanding the capabilities of potential suppliers and setting realistic and achievable contract requirements. Tendering and contract award. The tendering process involves inviting suppliers to submit bids for the provision of goods or services. This process must be conducted fairly and transparently to ensure the best outcome for the project. After evaluating tenders based on preset criteria, a contract is awarded to the most suitable supplier. Contract management. Once a contract is awarded, effective contract management is essential. This includes monitoring the supplier's performance, managing relationships, and ensuring compliance with the contract terms. Good contract management can prevent disputes and foster a positive, productive relationship between the buyer and the supplier. Post-contract evaluation. After contract completion, it's important to evaluate the process and the outcomes. This evaluation can provide valuable insights for future procurement activities, helping to improve efficiency and effectiveness. Best practices in procurement. To ensure successful procurement, certain best practices should be followed. These include 1. Transparency. Maintaining openness in procurement processes to build trust and ensure fairness. 2. Fair competition. Encouraging fair competition among suppliers, which can lead to better value for money. 3. Compliance. Adhering to relevant laws and regulations to avoid legal issues and ensure ethical practices. 4. Risk management. Identifying and managing potential risks associated with procurement activities. 5. Sustainability. Considering environmental and social factors in procurement decisions to promote sustainability. 6. Stakeholder engagement. Involving all relevant stakeholders in the procurement process to ensure that their needs and concerns are addressed. Challenges in procurement. Despite best practices, procurement faces several challenges. 1. Complexity. Managing the complexity of procurement processes, especially in large or high-value projects. 2. Supplier management. Ensuring that suppliers meet their contractual obligations and maintain the required quality standards. 3. Regulatory compliance. Keeping up with changes in laws and regulations that govern procurement activities. 4. Technological advancements. Adapting to new technologies that can impact procurement processes, such as e-procurement systems. 5. Globalization. Dealing with the challenges of global procurement, such as cultural differences, logistics, and international trade regulations. Conclusion. Procurement and sourcing in project management are dynamic and complex processes that require careful planning, execution, and monitoring. By understanding and adhering to procurement frameworks and best practices, and effectively managing the challenges, organizations can ensure that their procurement activities contribute positively to the overall success of their projects. As the procurement landscape continues to evolve, staying informed and adaptable is crucial for continued success in this critical area of project management.